Hi, Sue Viskovich here from Elixir, and I have the beautiful Alisdair Barr from Striver. Hey, Ali.
Hi, how are you going?
Great. Now, you and I have been talking about this serious challenge we have in the profession of advice. Everybody knows that, 4 years ago, we had almost 29,000 advisors registered. Now we've dipped below 16,000. We know it is going to take quite some time before we lift that curve again, before people complete studies, get through professional year and start bolstering the financial advice community. It should be a huge issue for everybody. And I think we all have a responsibility to try and lift this. So, Ali, you and I were talking about some other stats about where we're going to get some of these grads from. Do you want to share that?
Yeah, look, and I think it's interesting because we're laying all these really good foundations. There's fantastic support around structured professional years and making sure that people are getting to advice through a really professional pathway, which is great. It makes the whole profession more attractive for young people looking at it, going, well, there are the PY structures and so forth. So all of that's really great. And there's a lot of investment coming into the advice from overseas and so forth, which is great. Grow. We see it as a growth channel. That's fine. But I did a bit of research the other day. There's 216,000 1,000 university commerce and business undergrads in Australia. 216,000. There were 300 numbers that graduated with a financial planning degree. 300
Last
over
year.
216. Yeah, so 300
Wow.
over 216,000. And so these are the grassroots coming in. So there are other ways to get them, but that's the glaring problem here, right? And so, where we focus is like constantly being on campus all the time, in universities, in student societies, in all these places, talking about financial planning as a career path. And we've been doing that for 11 years. And, it is lots of fun and lots of work and so forth, and a long play to see the real kind of tangible benefits on that. But it needs to start there because that pipeline is what's going to grow that. And, I also kind of look at where, we were competing for talent 20 or 10 years ago. We might have been competing against banks or investment firms or whatever, but now we're not. Like the organisations in the industry and the sector that's going to universities and high school students and saying, hey, come and study this, and if you do this, we'll employ you now. It is Canva. It is Google. It is Atlassian. It's the new cool, right? So
Yeah.
what they've done is they've gone even further back in the grassroots and really focused on this pipeline of talent because they know where the jobs of the future are going to be. And I think that we've created this drop in the number of advisors, this increased demand for advice, this shortage, this offshore investment in this local industry. We need to be really thoughtful and consistent and forward thinking about going back into the grassroots and making sure that we're singing from the rooftops what a great career this can be. There, you got me on my soapbox a bit.
Oh, I love it, Ali. And look, we love the work that you do at Striver, and I think everybody owes something to you for being out there attracting these people. But I think every single advisor in the country can be contributing to this as well. We were talking also about what students are looking for now in careers, and a big thing is about purpose and the value of being in a role. Yes, salary, yes, entitlements and so forth, but that sense of doing really great work, that's something that's really important to students too, right?
Yeah, and we kind of call that the Patagonia effect, right? And so in our research, we find there's the three things: the brand they work for, the number, the salary, and then the purpose. And like some will rank one above the other. We certainly see, $130,000 graduate positions being offered, and that's kind of and that sort of attracts a certain person. Yeah. But there's also those people that, as long as the salary's fair and reasonable, they're going, well, I want to be able to see how the work I do contributes to the local community or makes a difference here or gives something back or has a significant impact on people. And that's truly a driver of this next gen, right? And that's the Patagonia effect. So yeah, we see that. And I just think that, advisors, we all know the benefit that advice has on individuals. And if all individuals are better off in their financial well-being and their overall well-being, then they'd be better contributors to the community and so forth. And so that's the story that I think, we should be taking back, and every one of us should be talking to, at least bringing 2 people into the profession, one to replace us and one to grow it, right?
To grow it, yeah.
And talking about what it means to be in this career and the difference it can make, including the salaries that you can make and the ability to have a life and all that sort of stuff. And let's not shy away from that. But, talking about this as a great profession, we all have a role there.
Yeah, definitely. So I would encourage any advisor out there to take any opportunity that you can to speak, be it high schools, be it unis. Go and share your stories. Share a couple of examples of the clients for whom you have changed their life, and talk about the passion that you have for what you do, because that is what people see and that's what they're going to want to aspire to. And we really want to be lifting that number of 300 financial planning grads out of that 216,000 undergrad students doing business and commerce degrees. We can attract some more of those into financial advice. Ali?
Our university partners will love us for that too. So
yeah, most definitely. Ali, thank you for all the work that you do. Thank you for this quick chat to inspire people. And yeah, look, we would love more and more people into this great profession.